Hello, I want to thank you for clicking on my channel. I'm PI187, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Devil's Pulpit in Scotland. I guess it's near Loch Lomond in Glasgow. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but did the best I could. Yeah, and yeah, the Loch Lomond, that's where my family originated from. Um, like as far back as my family tree goes, it goes to that lake, to an island, to a small little castle. And they actually had, I've done a lot of research on it. They, they, they give my family a name to do with the moon. A full moon is named after my family in that area. If you know it, say it in the comments. If you don't, feel free not to. But anyhow, the colors are amazing on this. The Devil's Pulpit. I think I'm saying that right. But just even this, just the start picture, like you got so many different colors happening in there. It looks like a really beautiful area. But anyhow, let's check this out. Let's get my headset on. Let's do this. Full size this baby.
In this week's video, I returned to a location that last time I was here I promised myself I'd never set foot in again. Last time there was a real problem with crowds, and also there was a lot of litter and a lot of graffiti and vandalism. And
Really, that's a shame. Litter and graffiti. Why? We're never going to learn, are we?
just left thinking the location's kind of ruined for photographers and I'll never be back. But here we are, a couple of years on, I've decided to give it one last chance. So join me now, see if I've changed my mind in any way, and see if by the end of this I'm still vowing never to return.
So what is this, like a big scar in the land that has water down the bottom? Because like it looks like it's got cliffs on both sides. It looks really far down there.
So it's just after sunrise and we've got a reasonably clear sky day, and there was little pockets of mist on the fields as I drove up this morning, but unfortunately there's nothing here in the glen, at least nothing yet. Good news is, my first reason for not coming back was the number of people that visit here, but it's a Wednesday morning and it's just after 5 o'clock, so it's quiet. I think I've got the whole glen to myself. So yeah, let's see what we can do.
Oh cool, they got stairs.
I'm not going to record the descent because last time I was here it was a bit iffy. I believe that they've put some ropes to use along the side for a bit of stability, but last time I was here it was a pretty much down on all fours job. So I'm going to put the camera away just now and I'll come back to you in a minute, hopefully.
Hopefully. Those stairs look like they've seen better days.
Part way down and I can already see there's a lot of fallen trees down in the glen, so I don't know if that'll help or hinder the shots.
A lot of red in that water. Wow. That's very colorful.
Well, I do indeed have it to myself from now, but if the light up there's anything to go by, I think this might get quite busy quite soon. It looks like we're going to have a lovely day. Right, well there's my first problem. This fallen tree stump is blocking the shot that I was wanting to get. I'd been looking to try and get the pulpit itself, this little cascade and that cascade in the background in one shot with those beautiful green mosses and the lovely light, but that's not looking possible because of that fallen tree. Right, let me talk you through this. This is my first shot of the day. I've kind of got this, hopefully I've got this waterfall in the background. I mean, having to include that tree because there's nothing I can do about it. And then we've got this little cascade here, and all the while we've got the actual devil's pulpit there in the shot as well.
So, is this little thing called the devil's pulpit? Because he keeps saying he wants to get the devil's pulpit in the picture. And he's pointing at this thing, this little whatever we got going on there, or am I mistaken? I thought this whole thing was the devil's pulpit, but I could be wrong.
Quite a contrasty shot. What I've done is I've exposed for the highlight, which is basically this back area, and I'm hoping that I can pull some detail out from the shadows. But I'm also going to take a couple of different shots. First of all, focused here on this wall, then focused on the pulpit, and then focused in the background. I'll maybe take a couple of different exposures as well. I'm not going to try and get over there because I don't think that shot that I was originally after is possible. I'm also rather precariously balanced here, as you can see. That water looks pretty deep. So yeah, I'm just shooting off a couple of shots. At the moment I'm in horizontal format, but I think I'll probably flip it over and see if we can get one in more vertical.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. That looks really nice. These little swirls they got going on down here, that is really cool. Yeah, that was a really good shot. Looks like something's been grinding along this rock, though, for a while. Like, that's all worn down. Well, all the rock's worn down. Looks like this river's, like, cut itself right down, all the way down. I'm not 100% sure if that's what happened, but... or if it was like an earthquake and it just separated and river down the middle, but... it definitely looks really neat. Those swirls are cool. Image 1 of 12. Tripod mounted, no filters. That's all natural. That's also a good picture. It's got a little bit more down here in the bottom. It ever looked neat with all the red stone.
Okay, I've set up another shot here. What I've done is I've put on my 70 to 300mm lens and I've zoomed in on just this little section, just that little waterfall that I was interested in, and I'm using the sides of the gorge to frame that waterfall. We've got the beautiful green mosses beyond and the water. I'm trying to find a shutter speed where there still retains some detail in the water. My problem is, because of where I'm perched, I've actually got one of the legs of my tripod is in the water, and that means because of the flow of water it's introducing a little bit of camera shake, so I'm having I'm having to juggle exposure with camera shake, and it's proving to be quite tricky, but it looks nice in the back of the camera, and so I'm hoping that it's going to work. I might have to remove one or two of those logs in post-processing, but we'll worry about that later.
Oh, that looks cool.
So I've come back a bit.
Ooh, look at that.
I've come back off those ledges, and I'm looking to see if there's something I can do with this fallen tree. The tree up next to the pulpit I think is fairly recent, but this big tree here has been here for as long as I can remember. It's still quite an interesting shot, that, isn't it, with the waterfall in the background. I wonder if there's a shot there. We've got a ledge here. If I can get over onto the ledge, that removes the problem with the tripod moving. Yeah, and you can still see it. In fact, if you get the angle just right, you can lose one of the trees as well. Yeah, quite like that. The telephoto lens is still on, so I think I might just zoom right in on that and see if there's a shot.
Oh, wow. That was a really good picture. Yeah, those greens are just standing right out. It's like, what waterfall? Oh, that looks nice too. This water down here, you got the orange and you got red over here, green. Wow, there's just so much color in this, eh? It is just beautiful.
Right, well, it appears that the forecast mist and sunny spells haven't materialised. It's actually starting to cloud over up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross back over the water and shoot down this side of the gorge, because there's some lovely rocks there. Unfortunately it gets very deep and I don't think it's possible to walk through there, but I will grab a couple of shots. I've just been finishing off with that. That really could have used just a little shaft of light there, but that's not to be. Been here about an hour and a half now and still not seen anybody. This is brilliant. Last time I was here there was people running around in shorts, splashing around in the water, which is one of the reasons it kind of put me off. Right, I've stopped actually in the middle of the water because I quite like this shot with this fallen log here leading the eye up to the pulpit up there. And again, that's beautifully framed by the side of the gorge. Definitely could use some light here, but
So something tells me this video is going to give us no information on anything to do with the Devil's Pulpit. It's just this guy taking pictures of it, I guess.
I don't think we're going to get anything today. Another long exposure because we really don't have the light to do anything else. And I'm going to try and include these rock shelves here and that water flowing its way down. Lovely.
Oh yeah, that was a good shot. That must be a really nice camera he's got.
Right, let me talk you through this shot. Just about make it out in the back of the camera there. Basically what I've done is I've got a vertical crop which is starting from this little eddy of water here, which is just fallen over the lip of that rock. So that's my foreground, and these wonderful shapes in this sandstone here. And then all the way up to, you've got some nice light on the side of that gorge there. Unfortunately, I'm having to work with these trees again, and I'm trying to take care to exclude the sky because that's burning out and it's impossible. It's very dark down here in the glen, so it's impossible to include this and the sky in the same shot. And I'm not really particularly interested in the sky anyway, if the truth be told, so I've basically just set up a crop from there to pretty much there, the top of the gorge. It might actually end up being a square crop, but I'm shooting it in vertical format at the moment. And I've just noticed if I come a little bit further out, the light down the gorge there is beautiful. So once I've taken this shot, I think I might walk over to the end of these rocks and see if I can shoot up the gorge there and get some shots of that light.
Wow, his pictures make it look a lot nicer, doesn't it? Those rocks look phenomenal.
The light down that
all the
gorge
little
is
shapes in them and
beautiful,
stuff.
isn't it?
How the water's
Those
eating away at them.
My problem is this big tree is in the way and I can't see any way around that. That's an extremely deep pool there, so I don't really fancy my chances of getting across that. But that does look incredible. I'm wondering if there's a way down over there, under the tree and along that little ridge. Because that is beautiful, isn't it? The light
Yeah,
down
it is
there.
very beautiful.
Well, what do you know? I've managed to get down. I'm standing in the middle of the stream again. I avoided that particularly deep hole and I managed to wade out into the middle of the stream, the river, and I'm shooting up here now to try and get the most of this beautiful light. I've focused on this boulder in the river, but in all honesty the star is that beautiful green moss. So I've got the focus on this, but it's a vertical crop and I'm trying to include as much as possible of those green walls. And yeah, it looks not too bad in the back of the camera. Absolutely beautiful. Another long exposure, I'm afraid, because it's very dark still.
His camera does some amazing work. Look at that. Like those colors just pop right out. Looks like something you'd see in the National Geographic.
This is lovely, isn't it? We're definitely losing the light. It's clouding over. Or it is indeed misty up there, it may be that. But there's nothing coming down here into the glen. And the light's it's quite flat, to be honest. Now that is the first direct sunlight I've seen. I was going to pack up, but I'm going to give it another 20 minutes now to see if we get any reflections down here. Because if we get any light at all in this general area, then that is going to look lovely, I think.
Wow. This camera does miracles, eh? Very weird how we're seeing all these lines in that. But that does look beautiful. Yeah, this video is almost over, and I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. Is he even gonna go over to the pit thing there that he was talking about? I'm pretty sure that the actual pit's over in this area, but I don't know. This cool thing could be the devil's pulpit, for all I know.
Right, never say never, right? Last time I was here I promised myself I was never coming back. Now that I've been here and got it nice and quiet, I promised myself I'm coming back in the autumn. So, what do I know? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a little thumbs up. if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then hit subscribe and the little bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, I'll leave a link below. Just sign up for that
Yeah, everything he said.
as well. It's one a month, every 28th of the month, so there'll be another one coming out very soon. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.
The Devil's Cauldron. Scotland's Highlands. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty crazy. Alright, let's pause this. And his channel is called John McKenna's Photography. I'm going to give him a like. If you want to give him a like, I'll leave a link in the description down below. So you can go over and give him a like if you want. You want to check out any of his other videos. It would have been nice to have a little bit of information about what was this instead of just pictures, but I guess this is what it is. I could always try to watch a different one, but yeah, I enjoyed that. It was very beautiful. Mainly looks like just a river running through a big cliff scar type thing in the middle of the land there, but I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll check out some other videos, I'm not sure. Alright, but anyhow, I want to thank you for watching this video. Want to click like, comment, and subscribe? Go nuts. Alright, talk to you later. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.